It's a little bit funny, this feeling inside. I'm not one of those who can easily hide. I don't have much money, but boy, if I did, I'd buy a big house where we both could live. If I was a sculptor, but then again, no, or a man who makes potions in a traveling show. I know it's not much, but it's the best I can do. My gift is my song, and this one's for you. And you can tell everybody this is your song. It may be quite simple, but now that it's done, I hope you don't mind, I hope you don't mind that I put down in the words how wonderful life is while you're in the world.
Some of you might not know this, but my dad didn't always want to be a dad. He was enjoying life as it was and wasn't looking to take on any additional responsibilities. But when he finally happened to step into the role, he became everything a father should be and more. Dad always came to water polo games, swim meets, and band concerts, took us on adventures, supported us, encouraged us, and taught us important lessons that we didn't always ask to learn. Through his relationship with me, Kristen, and my mom, he taught us unconditional love. In stopping on the road to help someone with a flat tire, I learned how to have compassion for strangers. And when he bought a boat at the age of 66, I learned that you're never too old to follow your dreams. When I was young, I was scared that when it was his time to go, I would have a lot of regrets. I thought I'd regret not spending enough time with him or not telling him that I loved him when I should have, and I'd be left wondering if I had actually made him proud. As I got older, I realized that I had nothing to worry about. He always let us know how proud we made him. Like always. Not just on graduation day or after a good game, but all the time. He'd often say things like, "If I died right now, I could be happy with the life I've lived." Now that I think back, this might have just been his way of preparing us for life without him. So if it was, it worked. I can happily say that I don't have any regrets, just gratitude for his place in my life. He had a lot of different jobs and roles throughout his life, but I would say he was the best at being a dad.
When you're down and troubled and you need a helping hand, and nothing is going right.
Throughout Richard's whole cancer journey, he was calm, never anxious. When Richard was diagnosed with leukemia in 2017, he quickly accepted it and focused on making the time he had left count.
You just call up my name, and you know wherever I am, I'll come running. Oh yeah, babe, to see you again. Winter, spring, summer, or fall, All you got to do is call, and I'll be there, yeah, yeah, yeah. You've got a friend.
Richard was fortunate to have received a bone marrow transplant from an anonymous donor with an 80% match, which gave him 3 additional years of life. During this time, he took care of us by getting things in order and making sure we would be okay when he was gone. He made sure we had not only the necessities, but also things for the activities that brought us joy.
Keep your head together and call my name out loud now. Soon I'll be knocking upon your door. You just call up my name, and you know wherever I am, I'll come running. Oh yes, I will see you again. Winter, spring, summer, or fall, yeah. All you got to do is call, and I'll be there, yeah, yeah, yeah. Hey, ain't it good to know that you've got a friend when people can be so cold? They'll hurt you and desert you. Well, they'll take your soul if you let them. Oh yeah, but don't you let them. You just call out my name, and you know wherever I am.
For much of 2020, working at home and staying home or in our family bubble through the pandemic gave us more time to spend together. In his last week at Queen's Hospital, upon preparing for his final days, a doctor commented that Richard was calm and seemed to be at peace, instead of anxious the way many are in his situation. The doctor asked Richard why he thought he was so calm despite his situation. Richard simply responded by saying, "I think it's my faith," and smiled. I think just knowing how strong Richard's faith was has helped us all throughout his cancer journey.
Growing up, Dad and Mom would take us along to a lot of the funerals they attended. I'm not completely sure if it was intentional or if they just couldn't find childcare, but I didn't mind. I always enjoyed hearing people share about their loved ones. Between my dad, mom, sister, and I, we would often talk about our own funerals. Dad would have been a great speaker at all of our funerals. He had a way with words, an ease and enthusiasm with which he spoke, and could always highlight the best of people. Sometimes I'd make comments after funny moments saying, "Ooh, I'm going to share that at your funeral." Unfortunately, I didn't write any of it down, so most of those specific moments have escaped me. My life with Dad has been just one big, cherished memory and funny anecdote, and yet it's only a small fraction of the life he lived. So it was a daunting task to put together a homemade video and call it a celebration of his life, because there's obviously so much that's missing here. But even if this video could perfectly sum up Dad's life, show all his highs and lows, his memories and successes, photos of all his family and friends, and people that he impacted and was impacted by, it would still be an incomplete celebration of life, because the way we celebrate one's life is simply in the way we live. I celebrate my dad's life when I sing and play music and swim, all of which I love doing with him, and he did better than me. I celebrate his life when I tell people that I love them and show others compassion, when I measure wealth and success by my positive relationships and friendships, when I appreciate the little things, when I choose to be grateful and happy within, no matter my circumstance. These are a few of the best things I learned from Dad just by observing how he lived. As much as we talked about our own funerals, it was never really because we were that excited to have a funeral. Talking about our funerals was more about embracing death as simply another part of life. It was a way to think about how we would remember and celebrate each other. So I hope this video helped you to remember or get to know my dad, Richard, a son, brother, husband, father, neighbor, friend, and more. And I hope you will join us in celebrating his life.